News Channel 11 at 6. The team you can trust.
Kingsport City Schools opening 2 new elementary schools. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Casey Marler. That's where we begin on this Tuesday. One of the new schools will be at the old Sullivan North High School. The other will be where the current Linview Community Center is.
News Channel 11's Leah Johnson joins us now from our Kingsport Bureau. So, Leah, what will these schools mean for the model city, and how are these projects progressing?
Well, Sarah, Casey, it will be a while before we see any major movement on these 2 new elementary schools, but a plan is in the works to begin construction.
We constantly were looking at the data. We were working very closely with the schools and the City of Kingsport development team to look at where new housing was going to be, what housing projections would be, how that would potentially impact the elementary schools that existed.
Kingsport City Manager Chris McCart says what brought up the idea of 2 new elementary schools was the amount of projected population growth the city is expected to see over the next few decades.
We had concerns with the capacity we were seeing with our elementary schools, and so that's really when we brought the consultants back in and said we really need to rerun these numbers and look at the capacity in our elementary schools, the growth that we have on the horizon, to make sure that we are in a position to be able to move forward.
The city is working to determine what engineering company will be taking on the project. Assistant Superintendent for Kingsport City Schools Andy True says the Linview Community Center will likely be demolished and rebuilt.
We would assume that that building would likely come down. There's some great assets on that property itself. The track, the football field, I think we'll look at retaining those types of facilities, but the building itself we would expect likely would come down.
But as for the old Sullivan North High School, it will need renovations.
Sullivan North would be really a pretty extensive renovation. That building, where it has been since the county stopped using that facility. We certainly now use portions of it for TCAT is out there now, as well as the Tribe Athletic Complex. But there's a large part of that building that is unused and has sat dormant.
The plan is to consolidate the elementary schools, resulting in the closure of Kennedy, Roosevelt, and Jackson elementary schools. This means the city will go from 8 elementary schools to 7.
True says the goal is to have both schools complete by either 2028 or 2029. Reporting live in Kingsport, Leah Johnson, News Channel 11. Sarah, Casey, back to you.